This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876 309 6128. That's 876 309 6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876 586 0471. That's 876 586 0471. Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sports City. Yes, Sports City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports. Football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sports City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sports City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sports City right now.
Hi everybody, I'm Darren Moore and you're watching Reggae Boyz commentary.
Good evening, everybody. How is everybody doing? I hope you all are doing well. My name is Simon Preston and welcome to Reggae Boyz Commentary. This is the channel where we come together to discuss everything in relation to Jamaican football. This is your hub for everything Jamaican football related. I hope everyone is doing well. And once again, I would like to offer my gratitude for everyone for helping us pass that 16,000 subscriber mark. Really, really appreciate it. And we're on to press forward. So grateful for you guys, grateful for the support, and we keep on going. All right, so push for 20K now. Yep, we keep on going, we keep on going. So as you guys know, I'll do my best to give you guys the latest of everything that is happening. Certainly there's some movement to discuss in relation, especially to the women's side of things, the Reggae Girls. Let's not forget we do have a team that is playing in the World Cup this year. Let's not forget that. At the end of the day, if you love your country, then you talk about everything in relation to the national team. Under 17, under 20, senior, men, women senior, women U20, women U17, beach soccer, futsal. This is Jamaica at the end of the day participating. Jamaica. No matter who it is that takes the field, it's Jamaica. So let's not forget that. Let's not forget that. Because in another 5 months from now, 5 months and 12 days, it's the 2023 edition of the FIFA Women's World Cup. So let's not forget that at all. So the Reggae Girls. Yep, they're in the World Cup. But this is the under 17 Reggae Boyz that we're going to be discussing a little bit more in depth in this video. So first thing first, the fixtures. Well, they will start their campaign on Sunday against Cuba, and that's at 5 o'clock Jamaica time. On Tuesday, that's next week Tuesday, 5 o'clock against Guadeloupe. Yes, that is right, on the 14th. And on Thursday, the 16th, Jamaica against Costa Rica. And as you know, this is crucial in many ways. Why? Well, it's quite simple, folks. By that stage, we'll know, is Jamaica looking for group honors? Or second or third? Where will that lie the Jamaicans at the end of the day? Well, it is something to consider as well. And if Jamaica tops the group, it means a clash on Sunday the 19th against Puerto Rico. So We'll see how everything pans out within the competition. Great things to look ahead, for sure. Echo Reeks, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Now, I know everybody is quite eager to hear in relation to the objectives, the permutations that lie ahead. Firstly, we want to commend 5 Jamaican officials that have been selected for this tournament. Christopher Mason and Akita Nicholson are referees, Jamaican referees, for the CONCACAF Under-17 Championship. And the assistant referees, Kemar Gale, Joshua Jackson, and Mackenzie Ricardo. So 5 Jamaican officials at this championship, more than any other Caribbean side at the tournament. And let me tell you something, folks. That's 5 Jamaican officials. That's more than any other cumulative figure than any other team. Curacao, 1 official. Dominican Republic, 2, cumulatively speaking. El Salvador, 3. Guatemala, 2. The United States, 2. St. Kitts and Nevis, 2. Trinidad and Tobago, 1. Mexico, 4. But Jamaica has 5. 5 officials. 2 referees and 3 assistant referees. That brings the grand total to 5 because, as you know, 2 plus 3 equals 5. Yes, that's right. I know every single one of you went to school. So that's 5 Jamaican officials at the competition. Coming into the tournament, Jamaica was placed in pot 2. And by being placed in pot 2, that means that they would be able to avoid Canada, Panama, and Haiti in the group stages of the competition itself. I'm doing well, thank you. Doing well, thank you. And I hope you are also doing quite well as well. So, as we know from quite early, you have to be born on or after January 1, 2006. So we know that ruled out Cuba Mitchell, unfortunately. Pot 1, Jamaica drew Costa Rica. Pot 3, Jamaica drew Cuba. And pot 4, Jamaica drew Guadeloupe. Let's head to the group stages now. Group E, Mexico, Panama, Guatemala, Curacao. Top boy, to be quite frank and honest with you, I am not sure. I think the Reggae Girls might be first, but I'm not sure if they will be the first national team to deck out in the Adidas kit. So I have a feeling it will be the Reggae Boyz in the Nations League in March, but we're just going to have to wait and see. So that is still something to look forward to. Group E, Mexico, Panama, Guatemala, and Curacao. Group F, the United States, Canada, Trinidad and Tobago, and Barbados. Group G, Costa Rica, Jamaica, Cuba, and Guadeloupe. And Group H, Honduras, Haiti, El Salvador, and Suriname. Jamaica is in Group G. If Jamaica tops Group G, then they will be G1, or Group G winner. Group G winner here, as you can all see, will play Puerto Rico in the round of 16. So if Jamaica tops Group G, they will play Puerto Rico in the round of 16 of the competition. That is there. If Jamaica tops the group, then they will face Puerto Rico. So they'll already know ahead of time their opponent for the round of 16 in particular. If they get the better of Puerto Rico, then they'll face either Group F runner-up or the team that finishes third in H. This is Group H. The team that you could say could finish third, El Salvador or Suriname, and the team that finished runner-up in F. I think the Canadians would finish second in Group F, which means that more than likely it could be Jamaica, Canada in a quarterfinal, and whoever wins their quarterfinal encounter will qualify for the Under-17 World Cup. Suppose Jamaica, who is in Group G, as you guys are aware, suppose Jamaica finishes second in Group G. Yeah? If Jamaica finishes second in Group G, you know what that means? That means that they'll face whoever finishes third in Group E. That's right. Whoever finishes third in Group E. Group E, remember, Mexico, Panama, Guatemala, Curacao. Could be Guatemala in the round of 16. Host nation. So if Jamaica faces Guatemala, then Group F winner, the United States versus the Dominican Republic. Jamaica versus the United States in the quarterfinals. What if Jamaica finishes third in Group G? If Jamaica finishes third in Group G, then they'll be here. That's right. If Jamaica finishes third in Group G, then they'll face the runner-up of Group E. The runner-up of Group E, remember Group E, Mexico, Panama, Guatemala, Curacao. The runner-up of that group, Panama, right? More than likely, Panama. Winner of Group H versus Bermuda. Winner of Group H, Honduras or Haiti. You take that, and I want you to note something very important in particular, folks. Jamaica's last group stage game is on the 16th against Costa Rica. If they finish second in their group, then they'll only have a 2-day break between games, which means that the 18th would be their next game in the round of 16. However, if Jamaica finishes first or third, then they would have a 3-day gap between games. As you can see here, Group G, the 19th. And if Jamaica finishes third in Group G, the 19th. However, if Jamaica finishes second in Group G, that's only a 2-day gap. So the benefit lies with the team that finishes first or third. And to be quite frank, Jamaica will need that extra day of rest, recovery, recuperation, preparation, because they would have played Cuba, and then 2 days later Guadeloupe, and then 2 days later Costa Rica. So it is extremely important that they're able to get the rest. So it's quite simple. Win the group. Win the group. And there would be Friday, Saturday no game, and Sunday you play. You guys see where I'm saying and where I'm going with this? Yeah. So the under-17 team, folks, Jamaica, and as a whole, I've been extremely optimistic, you could say excited when it comes to the under-17s. And the reason why is because there's always been a story when the team competes in CONCACAF. Always. We can go back to 2007, where Jamaica defeated the United States for the first time ever. 2-0 down, 83rd minute, and Jamaica wins 3-2. John Rostoyle with a penalty to secure that 3-2 win. We go to 2011 and a team that qualifies: Omar Holness, Jason Wright, Giovanni Brown, Odine Clark, Romario Williams, Romario Jones, O'Shane Jenkins, Albus Powell, Quante, Abatil Smith, Sean-Claude Lawson, Javier Roberts, Kinkaya Beckford, Junior Flemings, Troy Mopen. You know what I'm saying? 2013 under-17 squad. We saw Flemings again, Luca Levy. Jamaica took the lead against Panama in the championship, and they conceded late on, so Jamaica had a 1-1 draw. Took on Barbados and they drew 2-2. Khalil Stewart scoring twice against Canada. Jamaica leading 2-1 and basically 45 minutes away from qualifying for the Under-17 World Cup. But the Canadians struck back. We could go to 2015's Under-17 squad. What they're able to do. Jamaica's biggest win in men's football came at the Under-17 level with Andrew Edwards, a 19-0 win over the US Virgin Islands. Justin McMaster, Dawkins scoring goals there. We saw the emergence of Peter Lee Vassell, Alex Marshall, Nathaniel Adama Lakon. In the championship itself, defeating Guatemala in the last minute of the game, a 1-1 draw with the Cubans, a victory over Trinidad and Tobago by 5-1, defeating the United States for only the second time ever. And think about this, folks. Jamaica's victories over the United States that had a clean sheet involved. Andrew Edwards was the first. Was the first to get that done. Nicholas Nelson, the penalty. You know, the 2017 under-17 squad with Kaheem Paris, Raymond Senior, Nicky Daly, defeating El Salvador. The 2019 under-17 squad under Houghton Gilchrist with Dwayne Busy Atkinson, as Jamaica defeated Bermuda in that championship. So the under-17 has always, if Jamaica is not qualified, there's always been some excitement. There's always been something to think about. There's always been something to process with the under-17 team. And I'm hopeful that with the current crop, that there will be as well. Something to really, really reflect upon. So, Jamaica's under-17 team this time around. What are we looking at in particular? How could they look in particular? Well, let's see, shall we? Let's see how it looks. I'll put the graphics on the screen and make sure that you guys are fully aware of what I'm saying and where I'm coming from. All right, good. So that's exactly what I'll do at this point in time. So let's do it. Let's do it, shall we? Good. I was a part of the first Jamaica team to wear Roma in 2015. We was in the DR for Olympic qualifiers. Yeah, I remember that campaign. Marcus Messiah Garvey, good evening. Hope you're doing well. Great to hear from you. Enough for spec cover time. Keep the link. Absolutely great to see you. So, Jamaica's under-17 team. I'm very, very happy, to be quite frank with you all, to see a back three. I know it's not something that I've discussed quite often about, but to be quite frank with you guys, for this under-17 team, the team looks defensively resolute with this sort of approach. In net, Twain Lynch, Mount Pleasant. Adrian Reed Jr., Cavalier. Ahir Dixon, Mount Pleasant. I'm going to go with Alex Davia. I'm going to go with Jordan Mangatal, South Florida Academy. Adrian Mahoney, Toronto. Left back, I was really, really impressed with Bolt Barrett. And you'll get a tough test from Brendan Bent, a man who is tipped to be drafted to the MLS, well, getting an opportunity in the MLS with FC Dallas, Malachi Molina. The man who occupies this position is undroppable. Such an important force for this team. Big decision in the middle, but let's go to that man himself. All right. Bad or bad guys. Simon, in your eyes, is Lynch better than Grant? Yes. Grant is a good shot stopper, penalty saver, but Lynch gets the edge over Grant. He gets the edge. Have you identified a style of play as it relates to the under-17? I have. And it's a team that builds from the back and utilizes the wide areas to get the ball up quickly as possible. There's not a over-reliance of the central midfield options in the build-up play. The likes of Bent, well, both Barrett, who played yesterday, had great link-up play with Watson. Malachi Molina on the right is establishing a great tandem and relationship with Jamani Bell. And I know for a fact that if Molina has a time and space, then underlaps will be a possibility. And definitely something worth considering. Jordan is useful to this team. What he will need to do is ensure that when it comes to challenges, he will have to be firm, extremely firm. That is extremely critical. This is Cuba. The blue is Cuba. 4, 3, 3. This is Cuba. All of Cuba's domestic base players ply their trade within Cuba itself. All of them. All of them ply their trade within Cuba. Some of them get opportunities in relation to the senior teams of the clubs that they are attached towards. And specifically speaking, I'm speaking about Hernandez, the number 9. His name is Lizardo Hernandez, and he plays for Piña del Rio. He's the number 9, and he's going to be one of the players to look out for. Another one to keep a very, very close eye upon is Diego Vento, midfielder. He also plays for Piña del Rio. If you look at the Cuban team of the 20 players that they have called up for this tournament in particular, 6 of their players play for the club La Habana. 6 of them play for La Habana. Of the 6, 2 of them mingle with the first team. There's still a decision to be made between the sticks. Will it be Yuri Alexander Zayas or Ishuanis Perez in goal? That's still a decision to be made. I'm not sure if they've quite settled on that as yet. But Perez should be getting the nod. He should be getting the nod in the game. A wild card for the Cubans, Enzo Villamontes, speedy, low center of gravity. One to look forward to. Is it a style of play that I like? So, Ekarix, you can't make pasta with chocolate. So why do I say that? With the tools at your disposal, you have to get the best of the tools at your disposal. So with the tools at Jamaica's disposal, it is absolutely fine, the style of play that is being occupied. Centrally, Jamaica will be difficult to press with this back 3. So they know that the opposition will have to get the better of Mr. Bent or Boat Barrett or Mr. Molina. Simon, is Che Daniel Gardner part of the team going to Guatemala? So Che Daniel Gardner is one of the reserves, but the reserve players don't travel to Guatemala. But if there's an injury before the game against Cuba, then one of the 4 reserve players can make the squad to travel. So the reserve players only travel if there is an injury to the squad. Do you think the under-17 team could win the group? Could. Sure, Echo, you can pay for travel and accommodation. Sure. Yeah, man, Echo Reeks. Just send it straight to my account. Zine? Cool breeze. KY says, big up Simon. Big up KY. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing all right, thanks. What you see on your screen right now is Jamaica. Big up KY. Jamaica and Cuba is the blue dots, the blue pieces. I hear Dixon, so critical. But Adrian Reed is such a comfortable play on the ball. So if you see Adrian Reed making these forward runs like I've told you about, then what you'll find, the center halves will split. If there's a situation where possession is lost and the ball moves quickly around Reed, and one of Jordan or Adrian will press, the other will sit a bit deeper until Adrian comes back. The ball of possession is either one back or a corner kick for the opposition, or of course you win back the ball if they kick the ball out of play, if they have the last touch. So Adrian Reed has this ability to go on the runs. But if it turns out to be a fruitful one, then what you'll find happen is this. Watson comes in, and Reed could play a diagonal ball towards Gordon. Gordon, bam, 1-0. Definitely something worth considering. Yes, he is a reserve player. In fact, Jamaica has 4 reserve players in their roster. 4 reserve players are in Jamaica's roster in particular. I'll put the squad on the screen so that you guys are fully aware of it and able to process it and the squad by extension. So let me put the squad on the screen so that you guys can be able to see it, so that if you have any lingering questions or thoughts about it, then all is well. So here we go. All right. So these 4 gentlemen that you see right now in orange, those are the 4 reserve players. Odean Wilberforce of Mount Pleasant Academy, Samir Bluss of FC Prime, Ryan Heron of Orlando City FC, and Che Daniel Gardner. Those are the 4 reserve players. Odean Wilberforce, Samir Bluss, Ryan Heron, and Che Daniel Gardner. Those are the 4. All right. If there's any injury to any player, what will happen is quite simple. Yep. The situation is like this. Basically, one of the 4 will replace. And of course, depending on who it is, of course, if it's a goalkeeper, then Samir Bluss will get called up. But other position, then, yeah, it'll be another person, you know? So that's something for us to pay keen and close attention to. So we'll keep you all updated if there are adjustments, changes towards the squad. Right now, Gordon is coming back to fitness, coming back to... Can I list out the traveling delegation? Sure. No problem at all, sir. I can do that. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. The delegation. No problem. I will work on that. So, the delegation that will travel with Jamaica. Maron Gordon. Vassal Reynolds, Andrew Peart, Andrew Sewell, goalkeeper coach, Roland Watson, kitman, technical director Wendell Downswell, physical trainer Lamar Morgan, Dr. Edmund Regis, team doctor, team manager Ramon Thomas, team manager Alvin Green, massage therapist, Tashay Bailey, physiotherapist, head of delegation Baron Watson. Now we go into the players. Let's get into the players. But any questions as it relates to the support staff, then do let me know, Ekarix. All right. Right. So let's go with this delegation. It shows you what the DFS is trying to do. Yep, win at all. Win, 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 win. That's what I'm seeing there. All right. So you guys ready for the squad? Good. Here we go then. Twain Lynch, Joshua Grant, Inter Miami, Ahir Dixon, Mount Pleasant Academy, Alexavier Gooden, Cavalier, Malik Robinson, Nashan Bolt Barrett, Ronaldo Barrett, Adrian Reed, Malachi Molina, FC Dallas, Barrett and Reed, Cavalier, Brandon Bent, Inter Miami, Jason White, Jordan Mangatal, South Florida Academy, Everald Swaby, Jamani Bell, Phoenix, Dustin Cohen, Veer, Arain Watson, Harborview, Nicholas Simmons, Richmond United Academy, Adrian Mahoney, Toronto FC, Ashton Gordon, Atlanta United Academy, and Dylan John, Phoenix. So let's hear what you have to say, folks. So yeah, what are your thoughts, folks? What are your thoughts, folks? Let's hear what you guys have to say. But that is the situation. That is what we have. And this is not something that you should be ignoring. All right. Good. Well, yeah. Something to think about. That's a delegation. So now with all of that being said, rotation. It's a 2-day, you could say, period between games. So now that raises something else. When you bear in mind that factor in particular, rotation and rest will be imperative. Let's say that you decide to go with Nick Simmons as the number 9. Ashton Gordon, is he ready for 90 minutes? Not yet. Not yet. Ashton got 10 to 15 roughly yesterday. So you would expect that come the Cuba game, he could perhaps get a half an hour under his belt. By the Guadeloupe game, 45 minutes. And by the Costa Rica game, maybe he can start it. KY says, wishing Meron all the best, Simon. Hope to find some gems that will matriculate it on the 20. You know, KY, I hope the same as well. Because the team that qualified for the U17 World Cup in 2011, only half of the squad turned professional. And of the persons that turned professional, only 4 to 5 became national players. I'm hoping there is a better matriculation of talent. I hope that all the players turn professional. Even if all of them don't eventually become senior Reggae Boyz, my hope and what would be successful to me is that every player in the squad turns professional. And whether that might be MLS, USL, UK, Asia, I just want these guys to be professional. And once that can be done, I'll be extremely happy about it. I just want these guys to turn professional. And if that can happen, then we're looking at something good there. So I'm looking forward to it. I want to see Jamani Bell being signed for an overseas club after the game. I want to see it happen. I want to see Ashton Gordon getting an opportunity at Atlanta United. I want to see Ahir Dixon getting more opportunities. I want Ricardo Fuller to look and say, yes, you, Mr. Watson, you can do a job for us at Stoke City. I want to see that happen. Yeah. I want to see it happen. So, yeah. Yeah, I wish Marin all the best as well. I really do. I genuinely feel like there's some encouraging signs moving forward. And I'm hoping that Coach Hallgrimsson will offer those words of advice as well to Marin, because Coach Hallgrimsson has also had opportunities working with the youth as well. So he can share that experience, that knowledge as well. So that's what I want to happen. That's what I really, really want to happen. And hopefully that is something that can be done. I genuinely think so. So yeah, something to consider. Something very, 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 very important to consider. You know? So feel folks. One more time. Let me show you Jamaica's squad. Jamaica's squad on the screen so that you guys can be aware of it. There we go. Coach Crew interacted with the youth team. Interacted as in spoke to the group as a whole. All right, so this is Jamaica. Let's look at other teams, shall we? Let's look at the teams in Jamaica's group. We'll look at Cuba already. I told you guys about number 9. I told you about the goalkeeping situation, which is number 1, and also number 12. A decision to be made in that process. Other teams in Jamaica group. Costa Rica. For the last game. I told you about Paula Wanchop's nephew being part of the squad. And I'm going to remind you guys once more about him. All right? So I want you guys to be fully aware of that. Okay? Costa Rican squad is one with quality. A lot of players from Alajuelense, FC Dallas, Deportivo Saprissa. So those are the players that you could say you can look towards. Walter Ramirez, though, for me, he's one for you all to keep a very, very close eye upon. All right. Now, Guadeloupe, c'est un pays difficile pour parler les Français parce que pour moi, l'équipe Guadeloupe, c'est une équipe à Guadeloupe et toutes les personnes dans l'équipe jouaient en Guadeloupe. Toutes les personnes dans cette équipe. Axel Calo, all right, the number 12, and Matias Fernandez, number 18. Those are the ones to look for. All right. In addition to all of that, 7 players out of the 20 in Guadeloupe squad play for Selfa FC. 7 of the 20. Basically, a third of the squad. Let's see what the Canadians squad looks like. Well, Canada, Toronto FC, Vancouver Whitecaps, Calcio, same club as Daniel Gordon. Miami. Dynamic squad. Look for Jivan Singh. Other squads within the competition itself. Barbados has a player from Jamaica, from Ballers International. That's Ajani Banton. So he plays his football in Jamaica. And that everybody plays in Barbados. See, in Barbados, they talk like that. Bermudian players, they play in Bermuda at Somerset Cricket Club. They also play Fulham in England as well. So Malachi Baldoda. And as you guys know, Bermuda are British overseas territory. So the process to get players not as difficult. Let's look at other squads in the tournament itself. Curaçao. They have players from Belgium, Netherlands, Feyenoord. You guys see this, right? Feyenoord. Okay, good. Just want to make sure you guys see that you see that as well. Dominican Republic. Eredivisie. The United States. The United States, MLS, Spain, second division. El Salvador has played in academies in the United States, DC United, New York Red Bulls, and New York City FC. Also domestic-based players as well. Guatemala has players in Guatemala. In fact, the entire Guatemalan squad play in Guatemala. Haiti is a mixture. Some play in Haiti, some in Canada, and some Atlanta and into Miami in the United States. Honduras has players applied the trade in DC United, Florida, and also in Honduras as well. Mexico's a diverse squad, isn't it? Like I was going to ask, but I don't think so. Yeah. So if you look at the Mexican squad, LAFC, Charleston Battery, Pachuca, Santos Laguna, clubs that do so well when it comes to the CONCACAF Champions League. Clubs Nexaca, who Arnett Gardens were narrowly edged out on 23 years ago. Nicaraguan players play in Nicaragua and IMG Academy. Panama. No. They plays in Panama and Levante in Spain. Puerto Rico now is an interesting one. Is it FC United, DC United, FC Dallas. They have also played at Tampa Bay, New York City FCF Academy, Orlando City, Tampa, New York Red Bulls Academy. Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory, so you guys know what that means already. Telstar. So, you guys know the drift already. Number 7, Rio Cardenas. United States. FC Barcelona, Adrian Gil. San Diego Loyal, USL. San Jose Earthquakes, MLS. Portland Timbers, MLS. Inter Miami, MLS. Seattle Sounders, MLS. San Jose Earthquakes, MLS. Charlotte, you guys know the drift already, right? Corneda, España. Austin, yeah. San Jose, MLS. Philly Union, MLS. Rapids, MLS. Frankfurt, Deutschland, Bundesliga. Crew, LA, MLS. Barcelona, Spain, La Liga. Liverpool, English Premier League mate. Houston Dynamo, LA Galaxy, and Seattle Sounders as well. So there you go. So yeah. All right, sir. So that's something for us to bear in mind. All right, folks. So, what are your thoughts? Let's hear what you guys have to say. Well, something to think about. How far do you think that the Jamaicans will go in Guatemala? How well do you think I'll do? Well, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let's hear what you have to say. I look forward to hear what you have to say. All right, guys? Yeah, I'm confident. All right, folks, take care. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to Reggae Boyz Commentary for more content. Yep. I think they'll call me Harvey Blair, yeah. All in due time. Everything in life takes time. Patience.
This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sport City. Yes, Sport City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports. Football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sport City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sport City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sport City right now.